The mind of a female can be very, very unsuspected to the average male. A female will come and say she wants to be in a monogamous relationship because what she see on TV and she's by herself. The minute she get that monogamous relationship, then she feels that she's being pressured. She can't be free. She can't get away. She can't do what she wants because now she's governed other under another human rule. And now she feel pressured. And now she want to get out. She want to be a freak. She want to do all kind of things. These are actual facts that are participating uh, people doing every day. Another situation, you have females who want to get into polygyny, but they're getting it because they figure if I come in as a second or third or fourth wife, then I can just pretty much do whatever I want. There's no set rules. All I have to do is stay loyal to the guy and live off of him and be free to do whatever I want. I can think however I want, and the person who I'm with, it doesn't really matter, and I'm good to go. And so when they get into that and they say, wait a minute, I have to be responsible, I have to be part of a collective, I have to teach, I have to learn, I have to put into the collective, I have to do work, I have to build a nation, they don't want to have nothing to do with it. Another situation is you got females who want to get into a relationship because they think it's free uh, penis and vagina. They getting in it because they just want to have sex with both, and they are very reckless. They have no interest in any kind of balancing in a relationship. Their whole objective is just to get their freak on, and they think that's okay. They think it's okay to act like an animal. They think it's okay to be extremely nasty in physical attributes that they participate in. They think it's okay to have no moral a connection to any particular type of culture that may not be of the LGBTQ community. And these are some of the things that are absolutely not accepted in real polygyny. The other thing is the mindset of a female. I'm going down with the names of how I identify uh, the opposite sex based on the characters that they uh, spew out and demonstrate. So the female wants to be agitated, negative, and condescending. The female wants to shame and blame and put you down and claim that you're the problem when they're actually the problem. The female, even if she's homeless and out in the street with her children, she would justify her being in that situation because somebody else did it to her, so it's their fault. The female will have children with various men, and lay no claim to it and blame the man all the time. These are mentally disturbed narcissists, psychopath, sociopath, females that should have never had the opportunity to make life with another human being, in my opinion. But they do. They exist. They're here. Rule number one for a man who wants to participate in polygyny. First thing you must do is stay away from them type of females. If you want a woman, a female, the opposite sex of a male man, then you need to seek out and write a list. She must not be promiscuous. She must not be a participator in multiple partners. She must not be into women. She must not have a hatred toward men. She must not be overweight, out of shape. She must not be mentally unstable, unbalanced. She must not be argumentative. She must not be in a fantasy land, meaning that she's intertwining reality with fantasy, schizophrenia. She must not be arrogant or time consuming or over needy. She must not be with many children. She must not abort any children. She must not be oversensitive. She must not be unsuccessful in her way of life that is conducive in presenting toward you. Now, aside from not wearing fake hair, weave, permanent pressed hair, or any of the things that take her away from her natural look, she must not have fake makeup on. She must not wear anything that will take her away from her reality. If she's fake, you need to stay away because she's fully baked, in my opinion. A man must seek out a woman who thinks, who's open, who's creative, who's submissive, obedient to his way of thinking, and agrees with it and supports it and believes in it to the level that she will participate in everything he do without him asking. If a woman wants you to pursue her, that is not a good woman because she's playing games with you. Her mind will change as quick as she get with you to not wanting to do the things that she claimed she wanted to in the beginning. One thing I have learned over the 30 years of interacting with women is their mind will change within a week, a day, a month, a year of being with them. And it will change so severely that the person that you got with is totally not the person who you're with now. And therefore, you cannot possibly get along with that person anymore because they're completely different from the person you originally wanted to be with. Unfortunately, that's a fact. And these are the things that you have to stay away from if you really want to get a good woman. Now, if a woman is all the things that you want, you must also add that she knows how to sew. She knows how to cook the food that you like. She knows how to do the children hair and your hair, whether it's locks, retwisting, or whatever, or natural braids, cornrows, whatever. She must be a herbalist, knowing how to heal your body and come up with ways to be helpful to the family to keep our body in shape. She must be extremely intelligent on all ways of helping to build economics like you, and she must be willing to give herself to you on that same level and like you very much at all times. Now, of course, this is very hard to get because we live in a society where most women are telling, most females, succubus are telling women, females, not to do any of the things I mentioned, but to go their own way, do whatever they want, and demand that the man give them everything, extort everything from the man, and give nothing back. These same females are by themselves right now and whining and complaining and to the wall. They have so much sex that their body don't even react to it anymore. You have to be an Olympic sports swimmer to be with them, and it still ain't enough because their body damaged, but they won't openly admit that. They'll tell you how you're incompetent or uncompatible to them, although they've been through 100 men. So you have to look at the mental capacity that this female is coming with. And usually it's so beneath you, it ain't worth talking about. Now, I've heard incredibly intelligent men speak on all the things I talked about, and they may have said it much better than me, but I'm basically encompassing all that is wrong and saying what you don't need. You have to work very hard to get what you want, but you have to act the part. If a man wants the type of woman I explained, you have to be a very clean mannered man. You have to be physically fit. You have to be very suave in your type of style of clothing, whether it's Nubian clothes or Western clothes. You just got to be on point. You have to look good, smell good, be an excellent father figure if you're not one or don't have children already. You have to know how to uh, put your money in the right investments so you can always have money and be able to do what you need to do. You must always think of ways to better yourself on a mental, physical, spiritual level. You must always come up with ways to come up with solutions to every problem. You must be a thinking man, a creative man, a philosophy, a determined maker of reality, and creativity departments, you must always, always be the alpha, number one, head of the household man and know what you're talking about. You don't have to be a religious leader because people are like maggots or correction leeches. They leech off of anything that's already out here and they utilize it to their master it and manipulate people into what's already out here. A real leader will create his own form, his own culture, his own everything, and he will present it and say, this is what we do, and we're going to make it with that. We're not going to do something with something that's not really working or something that's out here that's everybody else practicing because it's not really helping you to be the best you could be. If you're in a culture, fine. But if you're in a religion, that's pretty bad. Now, most people say, well, religion is culture. Yeah, but the mass of people don't see that. The mass people see that you're not in the culture, you're in a religion, you believe in some blind entity, and you getting people out of fear to believe in it, and you're trying to use that as a logical way to get people to continue to follow it, which is a bold-faced, horrible lie, and that's one of the reasons why you can't be successful in a relationship. I'm saying all this to say, create a culture that's conducive to your way of life. Have it in the polygyny standard and show how you can build together and show how you all work together. You can benefit, you can be rich, you can be happy. We all have our flaws, but if you focus on perfecting your abilities and not inabilities to fail, you could be more successful.